Hey Pam, how
Hi.
you doing?
Good. How are you, Brell?
I'm doing just great.
Great. It's beautiful out here.
It's a fabulous day heading into May long weekend here in the Okanagan.
Yeah.
What better way?
It's perfect.
So I wanted to talk to you about red. Red's my favorite color. They call me Spicy Red Grandma. But you're involved in something red.
I'm involved in Big Red, which stands for Business Improvement Group for Real Estate and Development. And we are an action team started by the Chamber of Commerce in the Greater Vernon Chamber of Commerce about 3 years ago to try to find out what would be holding back development.
And we're near the airport. A great feature here in Vernon.
That's right. That's our expanding airport. And try to figure out what could possibly be holding back development and progress in building in Vernon. So it's been great to work with developers and builders and the city and have meetings and figure out what we can do to connect better and make the economy very prosperous here in Vernon.
That is such a worthy initiative, and I really don't think that very many people know much about that.
I think our chamber members are aware of it, but there's not very many other people, if they're outside of the chamber, that would necessarily know that there's a whole group of us volunteers that have been, having regular meetings and trying to give our voice on policy changes, which the city has definitely been open to our discussions and have been listening, and we've had a really good working relationship with trying to impact bylaws and policies with relating to building.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a couple of years.
About 3 years.
So we had a new election. We had an election last fall.
Right.
So bringing a new group of politicians, there was some changeover. Certainly, the mayor is new.
Yep, and I believe 6 out of 8 of them, I think, are brought in under the format of economic development growth, and it's been great. They've been trying to impact initiatives and make sure that we're on the right track for growing.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any statistics about what do we perceive our growth is going to be like?
Well, right now our building starts are up quite a bit this year, so that's already really excellent. That's in I think Vernon and Coldstream. We hope to, I think the housing study that was done in 2013 kind of stated that we have about a 45-year lot supply based on 200 starts per year, but in reality we actually have about a 30-month supply on MLS of lots available for building, and there are some land that's designated to be open for development, so we hope that it gets opened.
And it really, what is out there in the market on MLS is segregated into specific neighborhood plans, right? So
that's right.
So if those neighborhoods don't match with the potential buyers, the inventory really isn't there.
Exactly, yeah. It has to be a service lot that's available for someone to come in and buy and build on,
yes,
for it to show in the stats. So the 45-year lot supply is not really, it's not accurate that way. That's not 45-year lot supply right now.
No, it certainly
available
isn't.
Land
it certainly
to
is
build.
not. Yeah.
So that's what we do need, more land open for building. It comes down to the law of supply and demand, and when the supply is controlled, the average lot price right now, in Vernon is about $183,000. So if it's controlled and there's not land let open for
yes,
development, then those prices are going to stay pretty high.
Yes.
So the average build on a lot of $183,000 puts the household income needed to buy that house or service that mortgage at about $120,000 per year. So that's great if we only want to attract families to Vernon who have a salary of $120,000 a year,
which would be great. But
for attainable housing, we need to open up and have more land available. And the average income in Vernon, which in the city did a study, again the housing needs assessment report from 2013 showed that the average family, the low to moderate income, is about $61,000 per household per year.
So that's about half of what they would actually need to build on a existing average lot.
Exactly. Yeah. So we need to I think open up open up the floodgates, make more land available for development, and get some developers in that will build affordable, not necessarily affordable, but attainable housing based on our income demographics.
So do you think that will shift us into multifamily or more than one family in a housing unit?
It could. I think there's a few different multifamily developments that have been approved to go on in town, so that's good. But the other study that was done was the regional district did a study in 2014, February, and on a quality of life and what is impacting people here in the Okanagan. And the main thing that came out of the housing part of that report was that the average person in the North Okanagan is interested in a single family detached house. That is by far the highest demand area. So yes, multifamily is definitely necessary, but affordable single family detached homes is really what would drive building success in this town.
I think that echoes what I see as a realtor, because a lot of our people, like 60% of our sales are from within the Okanagan already, people who already live here.
Yeah.
And we just don't have the volume of people who have already lived in a multifamily situation, whereas the inbound people are more exposed to the concept of sharing their space with other people.
Exactly.
But here, we've grown up in single-family homes, we've raised our kids in single-family homes, and we have a deathly fear of strata rules in general. So until that shift happens, if we start to see growth as more inbound, then I think the appetite for more multifamily will come. And certainly as we shift to an urban mindset, sort of like the downtown business revitalization and the housing in and amongst businesses downtown, that will lend itself to walkability. Right now, I mean, if you're moving here, you are pretty much looking at having a car and driving.
Exactly.
And we have a long way to go as far as our shift in mindset for those things.
Yeah. And also with development, the more that development grows, even in the outer layers or the outer areas, or fills in to the development that we have now, and we see infill, then the more people that come here, pay taxes, spend money downtown, then automatically that helps the downtown too.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, I see it's too bright for us to be outside.
It is very bright.
The future's so bright we have to wear shades. So let's sign off for now and look forward to our next chat.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Pam.